Hey guys, Gracie here. Today we're going to talk about planting an abundant victory garden. If you were born in the 90s like me, you might be wondering what a victory garden is. I had to do a little research myself. Well, it's a retro term making its way back, and for good reason. Victory gardens first gained popularity during World War I when there was a shortage of fresh food. Neighbors worked together to plant seeds and tend to the gardens in order to produce their own food. More than 40% of fresh food in the United States came from victory gardens. I love the idea of growing my own vegetables and herbs. There are so many benefits too, from reducing my carbon footprint, controlling my food sources, and of course, saving money. A good first step is choosing where you'll plant your garden. You could plant in a plot of land on your property, build a raised garden bed, or use containers. Whatever you choose, make sure it's a bright, sunny area. I definitely don't have a plot of land, so I'm going to use containers. My garden might be smaller in size, but it's still mighty. Next, think about what you want to plant. Consider the veggies and herbs that you love, but don't be afraid to be adventurous. Maybe try planting something you've never heard of and experiment with how to cook and use it. I'm going to start with herbs. So I'm planting some dill, basil, and mint. Dill is my go-to, and mint and basil add great flavor to a lot of different dishes and summer cocktails. I'm also going to plant some tomatoes and peppers. These are my favorite summer snacks. English Gardens offers a wide variety of all of these. Check out the plant tags or research the variety you've selected before you get started. For the herbs, I'm going to use this longer container so I can have them all planted together. For the tomatoes and peppers, I'm using these matching terracotta containers. I'm giving the tomato plant this larger size for it to grow nice and big. I can't wait to have all these healthy goods right at my fingertips. Let's get planting. Now, if you're planting in the ground, you'll need to till or loosen up your soil before planting. It's a good time to mix your fertilizer in too. If you're planting in containers like me, a good quality soil is key. Keep in mind it's also a good idea to change the soil every year. Today I'm using the Proven Winners all-purpose potting soil, which is great for planting veggies and herbs. For fertilizer, I'm using Espoma Garden Tone for the peppers and for the herbs. For the tomatoes, I'm using Espoma Tomato Tone, which is specifically formulated for tomatoes because it has calcium in it. This keeps the plant strong and healthy. Now, I've already added my soil and fertilizer in my containers. You can always reference the info on the packaging if you have any questions. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my pepper plant first, and this one is going in the smaller terracotta pot like I mentioned. So you're just going to kind of dig an area for it to go, set it in nicely, and then fill in some soil around it. And be sure to leave about an inch of space between the top of the soil and the rim of the pot. There we go. Perfect. And after that, I'm going to do my herbs. So I'm going to start with my mint because this is a little bit bigger and I want this one to go in the center. And spacing is key here, especially when you have 3 together like this in a pot. So just be sure to give everyone some breathing room here. And then last but not least, my tomato plant. So again, digging a nice area for this one to go. And there you have it, my very first victory garden. Now it's important to keep an eye on your veggies and herbs and make sure they are getting everything they need to stay healthy. Water, sun, and nutrients are key for a successful garden. Make sure your plants are getting sufficient water, roughly 1 inch per week, and that the area gets at least 6 hours of sun a day. Fertilize every 10 days to 2 weeks with a water-soluble fertilizer, like English Gardens' all-purpose water-soluble plant food. Don't forget to keep watch for animals, pests, and weeds too. If you notice any problems, you can bring a sample or photo of the problem to any English Gardens, and our garden pharmacist will write you a plant description for its care. For more information on growing a victory garden, visit any of our store locations and talk with an expert to get started. For products used in this video, check out the full list in the description below. Stay tuned for more episodes of Let's Grow. Happy planting! Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more ways to make your life beautiful.